I said I wasn't going to talk about the Jets again.
You said that
until Rodgers came back. I said that after the Black Friday disaster. Here I am. Every time I think I'm out. Pull me back in. It's all right.
I would have played it.
That's all right.
I want you to say it.
I know.
It's better. It's sitting right here.
Because the quarterback
I like hearing you play
eventually stays like a buffoon.
Everything comes back to the Godfather.
Zach Wilson is back. And not just back. He's a starter for the rest of the season. They don't care how Trevor Siemian or Brett Rippon might look in practice. It's Zach's gig. God bless him. They're putting him right back in the mix at home with the Houston Texans bringing their number 2 overall quarterback, who is the clear offensive rookie of the year for a team coached by a friend and acolyte of Robert Saleh. Don't forget who took over the defense in San Francisco when Saleh left to take the job for the Jets. That would be DeMeco Ryans, who's now bringing his number 2 overall drafted quarterback in C.J. Stroud. And, man, I wish that Zach Wilson has, even for a split moment, had even 50, 70% of a game that C.J. Stroud has put on the field this year. He hasn't, and part of the reason why is not him. Play callers and the line and the roster and everything else. And then his own inability to accept responsibility. That was last year. This year's totally changed man when it comes to that. He handled his benching like a pro, like a champ. He made appearances in front of the media as the number 3 quarterback, talking about it. He has absolutely been pitch perfect there. Wish he didn't have to have a situation where he played like an untenably usable quarterback. They just couldn't use him anymore. And they had to see what they had in Tim Boyle. Well, he gone. And they're wisely not going to Trevor Siemian. And the word was Zach had questions about whether he should get back in there. And, of course, that brought back echoes of last year that he wasn't a true pro. And all I would ask anybody that feels that way, because if he truly said, I'm not going back in there, I think his professional starting career would be over for anybody. Now, I mentioned this on What the Football yesterday with Susie and Amy. And Amy Trask is like, well, there's always going to be some team that thinks we can fix him. We'll change his mind. We'll put him in there. And then we had a great conversation. Everybody should seek it out about how you're drafted in the league and how important it is. And the conversation, what if Mac Jones had gone to San Francisco instead of New England? Right?
I mean, the what ifs.
And what if Mahomes didn't get drafted by Kansas City and Andy Reid? What if he did go to Chicago instead? Would he be the backup starting for the Steelers on Thursday night? Like Trubisky? I mean,
maybe.
Great conversation. This was unfortunately the way Zach Wilson was birthed in. What if Zach was told, or he's read the writing on the wall, he's gone for next year? And now they're going to say, yeah, we benched you all the way down to 3. We gave Tim Boyle the Black Friday start, not you. And now we want you back in there. And he knows he's gone. And that offensive line is banged up. Wouldn't you sit there and think for a second, or maybe ask somebody in your orbit, in your locker room that you trust, what should I do? What should I say if coach comes to me and says that? And then it gets out, which is why Rodgers, I think, used the word chicken S on ESPN yesterday. Mm-hmm. So it ain't pretty. And unfortunately for Zach, based on everything that I've seen, I don't think it's going to be pretty on Sunday either. And that could be particularly ugly because Stroud shows in, lights it up. Although the defense for the Jets has been the saving grace for the year. Hey, Zach, just 2 touchdowns. I know, and that's been saying that's like splitting the atom for the Jets lately. 2 touchdowns and just rip it. See it, rip it. And I know that he made these throws into windows he shouldn't have, and it was really dumb and it was really frustrating. But maybe also, Hackett, how about you go to him and say, let's make the plays up. You go. What do you like? What do you got? Everything that we tried earlier that worked, let's do it again. What do you want to do, Zach? Let him friggin' make the plays up. I know it sounds stupid, but what else you got to lose? You're 4-8. And this kid, if he's not coming back, let's go. And then show up in Miami and put stuff out there that you haven't used before. I don't know. What do you got to lose? So I hope he kills it. He deserves it. What a season. I can't believe this is the way things are going for the Jets. Poof, as soon as that Achilles went. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.